Furious and heartbroken, she ripped their wedding portrait in half. Just moments ago, her fiancé had answered a call from his first love and then vanished, leaving her at the altar. Humiliated by whispers and stares from the guests, she made a bold decision. She turned to her childhood friend and married him on the spot. Meanwhile, the CEO, completely unaware of the chaos he'd caused, casually returned home as if nothing had happened. Expecting his fiancé to greet him as usual, he was met instead by the housekeeper, who informed him she hadn't come back. He checked his phone, confused only to find a breakup message from her. Still arrogant and dismissive, the CEO assumed she was just playing hard to get. He brushed it off, convinced she'd come running back soon. Then he went straight to the hospital to care for his fragile white moonlight, the woman he'd always prioritized above all else. He had no idea this would be the biggest mistake of his life. She had loved him in silence for years. On her 18th birthday, she finally worked up the courage to confess, and he agreed to date her. From then on, she doted on him, taking care of everything. When she found out he had stomach issues, she made him millet porridge every morning. But one incident shattered their fragile relationship. One night, at a private club, she handed him a glass of water. Minutes later, he was disoriented and confused. They ended up spending the night together. Though she insisted it wasn't what he thought, he never truly believed her. In his eyes, she was just a gold digger who used dirty tricks. He slowly pulled away, eventually blocking her completely. But whenever his first love so much as called, he would drop everything to run to her, leaving the woman who had stood by him time and time again. Still, she swallowed her pride and waited patiently for the day he'd finally choose her. And that day came, the engagement party. Just as they were about to exchange rings, his first love called again, pretending to have heart trouble. She begged him not to answer, but he did. And within seconds, he bolted, leaving her alone in front of hundreds of guests. That was the final straw. She tore off her veil, walked up to their framed wedding photo, and tore it in half. She was done. She left the city and married the man who had always quietly loved her, her childhood friend. He was respectful, kind, and always put her first. She had never felt this cared for. A full day later, the CEO finally decided to text her, only to discover she had blocked him. Panicked, he rushed to her hometown, demanding she stop being dramatic and come back. When he spotted a gift box in her hands, he assumed it was for him and tried to grab it. He saw the brand, his favorite, and became even more convinced. This was how she always apologized after their fights. But this time, she yanked it back. "It's not for you," she said coldly. He didn't believe her. Who else would it be for? She'd never had anyone but him. Thinking she was playing hard to get again, he leaned in. That's when she dropped the bomb. "I'm married. That gift is for my husband." Stunned, the CEO tried to threaten her into coming back, but she stood firm. Then, his beloved white moonlight conveniently showed up to apologize to the woman, thinly veiled, bragging that the CEO had left the wedding for her. The woman simply smiled. She stepped forward, just as the CEO's heart leapt, thinking she was coming back, but she stopped one step short. "Stay away from me," she said, eyes sharp. The CEO, enraged, slapped her. Unfazed, she took out her phone and called her husband to pick her up. Moments later, he pulled up and she got in the car right in front of the man she used to love. Still unwilling to believe it, the CEO asked his assistant to check the gift size. It didn't fit him. And just like that, reality hit. The woman who once loved him like he was her whole world, no longer belonged to him. The next day, she went out to dinner with her new husband and ran into the CEO again. He tried to barge in and demanded she eat steak with him, just like old times. But he was too late. She wasn't that woman anymore, and she never would be again.